So let us start on the discussion on domain name disputes as well as cyber squatting. So all of you know that today is the world of internet, and many businesses has been flourishing and growing on the internet as well. And internet has become a source of doing a new kind of avenues for everyone. That may be a business, that may be a government organization, that may be government, or that may be social organization. So internet is a source of business, and on internet it also the people are developing their own kind of websites. They are developing their own kind of domains which are catchy, which are attractive, and the people are flourishing their business on this kind of these kind of avenues. So therefore it is very important for all of us to discuss what is the domain name, whether it is an intellectual property or not, and if the domain name is an intellectual property, then how the rights of the this particular kind of intellectual property is protected, and if somebody misuses, misled the people regarding a particular brand by developing a domain name, what kind of remedies are available. So all this will be a point of discussion today in this today's lecture, that is domain name disputes and cyber squatting. So as far as domain name is concerned, as you already know, that there is a growth of commercial activities on the internet. There is a concept of e-business, there is a concept of e-commerce, there is concept of business to business through internet, there is a concept of business to consumer directly on the internet. So there is a growth of commercial activities on the internet, and this has propelled domain names to emerge as a significant business identifier. Sometime with the name of a particular company or particular brand, you can immediately identify that this is a domain name of particular organization, this is a domain name of particular kind of service, or this is a domain name of particular kind of product, which you can easily identify even from the name of the domain name from the internet. So it means whenever that domain name regarding the particular product is identifiable on the internet, you will be having a conception in your mind that this product is the product of that particular company. For example, uh, Vardhman, the name of the company is Vardhman India Limited. For example, somebody develop a domain name www.vardhmanindia.com. Vardhman may not be having any kind of website like this, but that person, keeping in mind that in future Vardhman may approach you that you may sell this domain name to us because you have already registered it. Sometimes people has a very kind tendency that they go on the internet, search for the various available domain names which are available for starting a website or for starting the URL. They search on it, whatever free is available. By paying the fees, they get themselves registered for that, and they reserve that domain name for you. But when you search, for example, I want to develop my website like named www.ashwinibhalla.com. But when I go on the website, I found that this domain name is already registered by somebody. But I found that this person has nothing to do with the name of Dr. Ashwini Bhalla. He has just registered that whatever the person will be there, whosoever person will be there with the name Ashwini Bhalla, they may approach that person that you have registered this name and kindly sell it to me. In order to make profit, some people registered certain kind of domain names on their as a business venture for them, and in the later stage they try to sell it. But sometime when the customer see that this domain name is there, they think that this is a domain name of a particular company, but actually it is not there. So these kind of practices need to be checked. so that the people are not cheated, so that the persons who are holding that particular venture or companies are not cheated. So this growth of commercial activities on the internet has propelled domain names to emerge as a significant business identifier. So with the problem which has been created due to this, that needs to be identified, and that needs to be checked significantly. So let us wait some, there is some problem. Can you see this screen or not? So,
No, sir.
okay, now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So if you look at the our computer system or our computer network, every computer is connected to this network, is given a unique electronic address. Like we have a home address, we have a telephone number, we have some kind of other addresses of the institution. Every computer connected to the network is given a unique electronic address, which is called internet protocol address, IP address, which is known as. For example, your computer is there, your computer is also having an internet protocol address. Similarly, these IP addresses are basically numerical in nature, as they are expressed by lengthy sequence of digits. For example, 0110.11.01.00. This is a identifiable unique electronic address of any computer. So similarly, your computer may have some internet protocol address. Since these internet protocol addresses are numerical in nature, they are not actually catchy. And hence not easy to remember, ultimately resulting in mistakes being made in the typing and internet these intended intellectual protocol address. So therefore it is necessary that some catchy type of IPs must be developed, some catchy kind of words must be used in the internet protocol, because it is not identified. If it is numerical in uh, nature, then you cannot remember it. If you want to have the internet address of any particular company, so this may not be memorable. So in order to avoid it, so in simple, a domain name is used. So this domain name is basically alternate to the internet protocol. In simple, a domain name is a word or alphabet which is based substitute to the numeric IP address. So this alternates to the string of numbers are humanly comprehensible and memorable in nature. So if we convert these kind of internet protocol in the words or alphabets, then it becomes a domain name. So which is easy to remember, which is easy to be identifiable on the internet. You simply feed the words, you will be immediately finding it on the internet. So just like the address of a person in the real world, the domain names are the addresses of respective domains in the global computer networks. So domain name is distinct from the website and universal resource locator. There are two words which are used. One is website and second is URL, which is universal resource locator. So domain name being the substitute of the internet protocol address and forms only part of the two. So when you have a website, the domain name will be part of that website, and the part of the universal resource locator which will be used. Let us just take an example. So here the website is or the URL is http colon slash www.un.org. So in this address, un.org is the domain name and www.un.org is the website. And if we include http colon double slash www.un.org, this becomes a URL. So URL is a comprehensive detailed word, and in URL un.org is a domain name. And secondly, HTTP, when we include it, becomes a total URL name, and www.un.org is the website. So this this is basically domain name is a business name which is given alternate to the internet protocol. So the registration of domain name takes place online. So if you wish to develop your own website, you have to go for the domain name. You can go on the various website to search it whether that domain names is available or not. For example, GoDaddy is there. There are MSN.com is there. There are number of available service provider which provide the domain name. So on internet you can search it. If it is available, then you can get it registered after paying a particular fee. So there are many open access website providing information regarding available domain names and national uh, registration requirement as per the requirements of the country and other incidental manners. So basically, domain name, when you develop a domain name, suppose I develop my own domain name with the portal www.ashwinibhalla.com. So I will be putting my work on that. I will be putting all my lectures on that. I will be putting my stories on that, poems on that, and ultimately this will become a virtual property. So with the tremendous expansion in the registration of domain names, an obvious question before the legal fraternity is regarding the property underpinnings of the domain names. So only name is not the property, but in the that under that name, whatever has been developed, that becomes a property. So it is an intellectual property. It is a virtual property. So in other words, whether the domain names qualify to be virtual property of the holder, this is a very important question. Since the registration of the domain name gives registrants certain rights over it, though can be subject to challenge before national courts. So definitely this is a virtual property. So in the modern era of electronic commerce and other online business ventures, every business enterprise is concerned about establishing its identity over the internet. If any company may be there, whosoever, whatever they may be selling, whatever name or fame they may have, they want that their virtual presence on the internet should be there. And the domain name is a very important segment where you can establish your virtual identity. So this function of identifying the business enterprise over the internet is performed by the domain name. So everybody wishes to develop their own domain name so that they can sell the product, they can reach out to the customer, they can approach the public that their products and services are there, you can buy it. So due to the well spelled link, established link between the domain names and the trademark, every entrepreneur is keen to get his trademark registered as domain name. For this purpose, huge amount of money and time is invested by them in the modern era of electronic commerce. So therefore, it is very important that whatever virtual property, whatever intellectual property lies in the domain name, that should be protected. So nobody should be allowed to mischief the people. Nobody should allow to harm the business of the people by developing a fake domain name or the domain name which has they have no concern actually, and they develop it. So therefore, because of the huge amount of money is invested by the business people and they invest time also, it is very important that this right can be protected. So if you look at the domain names, there are various kind of things which are used. For commercial use we use .com. For educational institution we use the .edu. For miscellaneous and non-profit organization we use the .org. For networking providers we use .net. For government organization we use .gov. And for international treaty organizations like World Trade Organization, etc., we use .int. And for defense we use the .mil, that is military. So, despite having all these importances of domain names, no specific law to handle domain name disputes are available, but Indian courts have played a significant and prominent role in resolving the this generic top level domains disputes under the Trademark Act 1999. So basically, this domain name which you use for symbolizing your products, for popularizing your products, for reaching out to the customers is protected under the Trademark Act 1999. If you look at the definition of the trademark under the Trademark Act 1999, you will be have some glimpse that this domain name is also attached to your business and it is symbolizing it may be some words, it may be some symbols which are used to propel the business to the customer. So therefore, it is protected under the Trademark Act 1999. In Trademark Act 1999, there is no specific reference to the domain name, but the definition of the trademark propels something which has been clarified by the different courts in India, and they have protected the rights of the domain name holders under the Trademark Act 1999. So Indian courts has repeatedly held the domain names as online trademarks and business identifiers. So they have applied the grounds of trademark infringement and passing of something else goods as one's own to the domain names to protect the interest of the genuine party. So Indian courts has made significant contribution in this by providing the protection to the domain name holders under the Trademark Act 1999. So domain name disputes present one of those important concerns as far as trademarks are concerned. So there are growing number of cases of domain name which pirates or squatters who hold the domain name for ransom. So all these things are very important, and Indian courts have significantly contributed regarding this. So there is one concept which is related with the domain name, that is a cyber squatting. What is cyber squatting? Cyber squatting occurs when domain names bearing to resemblance of famous trademarks are registered by a person hoping to sell the registration to the corresponding trademark holder. For example, uh, uh, Vardhman is a very good trademark, but Vardhman do not have any domain name. Suppose it do not have any domain name, but somebody else think that they should register the domain name as www.vardhman.com in their name. So there will be no problem if this domain name is available on the internet. You go to the GoDaddy and find that this domain name is not registered under the name of any person. You will get it registered. But while registration, you don't have any business or any ventures to do the business like Vardhaman is doing. You have just registered it, keeping in mind that in future, Vardhaman Group of Industries will approach you and they will tell to you that you have registered domain name of this and we want this, you kindly sell us. So basically, your intention is that you can sell the registration to the corresponding trademark holders. So typically in such cases, person who have absolutely nothing to do with the name virtually pirate the name by obtaining the registration with .com TLD of a well-known company or brand name. So you have no intention. The person who is registering that domain name is not having any kind of business which the other company is doing, but they have intention that in future they will sell this domain name to the trademark holder. This is known as cyber squatting. That you try to pirate the trademark of somebody else by registering the domain name with the expectation that in future that trademark holder will approach you that you should sell this domain name to him and you can earn some money out of that. That is known as cyber squatting, which is not good in taste. So there is needed a law for this. Till now, various courts are comprehending on this and they are providing the protection under the Trademark Act 1999. So, if there is a dispute regarding this, there is a dispute resolution mechanism in the Indian courts. And two kinds of protections are available. One is trademark infringement. If the trademark has been registered under the Trademark Act 1999, for example, one word Vardhaman, one word Oswal, one word like Reliance, one word like some other shapes or combination of words and shapes has been registered under the Trademark Act 1999, then the affected party can file for trademark infringement in the court of law. The registration of the marks gives the title to the registered owner. So if somebody has registered domain name with the name of your trademark and you find that this can be mischievous for the public and this may be misused by somebody else, you can file an infringement in the Indian courts by following the provisions of the Trademark Act 1999. Similarly, you can file court suit by passing off. The legal opinion in India regarding passing off have come from NR Dongre versus Whirlpool Corporation case of 1996. Delhi High Court observed that a company cannot sell its goods under the pretense that they are goods of another company. In order to determine passing off cases, the court applies likelihood of confusion test. So if some confusion may arise, somebody has used your trademark uh, in the virtual capacity on internet and pretend that this is a product of sold by you. It means it is mischieving of the person. This is called passing off, and you can stop by filing a suit against it and claim compensation under the Trademark Act 1999. So, as for this is a new concept, domain name disputes and cyber squatting, which needs more analysis and more discussions on it. And we will continue to discuss in future also. Day after tomorrow, Saturday, we'll be having a lengthy class on it. So I'll be sending you some material on domain name dispute and cyber squatting. So what is needed that you must acquaint yourself with the concepts which are related with this under the domain name and under the cyber squatting. So after that, we will be having the detailed discussion ki what kind of infringements of by cyber squatting people can make, what kind of problems can be arise if domain name is misused, how the domain name can be registered, what kind of domain names can we have. All these we'll be discussing in the next lecture because I'm not, this is a technical issue. Some technical points we'll be discussing in future. So I will be sending you one brief note of 10 to 15 pages. So you must read all these, and after that, after reading, you come to the class on Saturday. So it is my humble request to all of you, those who are not attending the classes, please attend the classes regularly, because these classes are going to be base of your evaluation in future. We may not be able to hold all the examination offline. So if it is everything is online, this is a total record which we are presenting to you. If you are not attending the classes, it will be very difficult for you to pass the examination of the third semester. This is going to affect your percentage of marks. So it is humble request, all of you must attend the classes, otherwise it will be a very difficult. So now you can on your videos again so that we can have more discussions on this. On your videos. So we'll be having the person who will leave today while discussing it will be treated very harshly. I'm just going to tell you. The person who are going, I am observing that many people leave the class when they are asked certain questions. So I'm going to take it very seriously, and please don't spoil your career. Be attentive in the class. So now I'll be starting from Naina. Yes, Naina. What do you mean by the term domain name? On your unmute yourself first. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Naina. Roll up. Yes, Tanvi. First
सर
unmute your.
नेम वो जो
Yes.
हाँ सर अनम्यूट है वो डोमेन नेम वो जो अपनी साइट पे HTTP मतलब org.com जो है ना वो डोमेन नेम होता है.
For example, our college website is www.scdgovernmentcollege.ac.in. ਇਹਦੇ ਚ domain name ਕਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ?
सर जो SCD कॉलेज के बाद जो है ना .in वो डोमेन नेम है.
.in is a domain name.
हाँ जी सर.
SCD Government College .ac is a domain name.
अच्छा, full domain name है.
Domain www.scdgovernmentcollege.ac.in. URL
Sir,
http:// then www.scdgovernmentcollege.ac.in. This is a URL. In the URL, website की है www.scdgovernmentcollege.ac.in. ये वेबसाइट है. ਇਹਦੇ ਚ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਕੀ ਹੈ? scdgovernmentcollege.ac. that is a domain name.
domain name, ठीक है.
Now SCD Government College is a brand name. Brand name mean एक trademark है. Though we are not in business, this is just an example. ठीक है ना? So SCD Government College .ac is a trademark of SCD Government College Ludhiana, which speaks some quality of this institution, which speaks some inheritance of this institution. This is a 100 years old institution. ठीक है? If we don't have the website of www.scdgovernmentcollege.ac.in, somebody else register it. And when we go for registering this domain name on the website, we find that this is registered on the name of somebody else. It means we will not be able to register it. ठीक है ना? But we want that this name should be given to us, but that is not available to us on the internet. When other person has registered it, he has no business with scdgovernmentcollege.ac.in. He is not an institution, nothing to do with that. He has registered this domain name. Just tell this domain name to us. साडे को खरीद लो, साडे को available है. This concept is known as cyber squatting. ठीक है ना? हुन कोई पर्सन है, वो एक वेबसाइट डेवलप कर ले www.tanvikapoor.com. हुन तन्वी कपूर भी अपनी वेबसाइट बनाना चाहती है, लेकिन वो जदों डोमेन नेम सर्च करन जाएगी ਤੇ ਤਨਵੀ ਕਪੂਰ ਦਾ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਰਜਿਸਟਰਡ ਹੈ.
ਪਹਿਲੇ ਸੇ ਰਜਿਸਟਰਡ ਹੋਗਾ,
ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਰਜਿਸਟਰਡ ਹੈ. ਹੁਣ ਤਨਵੀ ਕਪੂਰ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏ. ਹੁਣ ਤਨਵੀ ਕਪੂਰ ਕੋਲ ਹੱਲ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਉਹ ਉਸ ਪਰਸਨ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਕਰੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੇਚ ਦੇ. ਉਹ ਕਹੇਗਾ ਮੈਂ 500 ਦਾ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, ਮੈਨੂੰ 50,000 ਦੇ ਦਿਓ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ, ਤਾਂ ਦਊਂਗਾ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ. ਉਹਨੇ ਇਸੇ ਇੰਟੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਤਨਵੀ ਕਪੂਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਚ ਸਕਾਂ ਤੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਾਂ. ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ? ਸਾਈਬਰ ਸਕੁਐਟਿੰਗ. ਸਮਝ ਲੱਗੀ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਗੱਲ? ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ? ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਸਾਈਬਰ ਸਕੁਐਟਿੰਗ. ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਲੱਗੀ? everybody? Yes, Sahil, you follow this point?
Yes sir.
Domain name
business.
Domain name एक इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल ਦਾ ਅਲਟਰਨੇਟ ਹੈ. ਕਿਉਂ ਅਲਟਰਨੇਟ ਹੈ? ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੋਕੋਲ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ 10 ਫਿਗਰਸ ਦਾ 111.01, ਪਰ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਬੜਾ ਔਖਾ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ. ਐਵਰੀ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਹੈਜ਼ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੋਕੋਲ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੋਈ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰ ਲਈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਤੋਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਰੇਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ, ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਈਬਰ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਲੱਭਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਲੋਕ ਹੈ, ਸਪੋਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਤੋਂ ਈਮੇਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਕੋਈ ਫਰਜ਼ੀ ਈਮੇਲ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਲ ਕਰਤੀ, ਬਟ ਵਿਦ ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਮਿਸਚੀਵੀਅਸ. ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਲੱਭਣਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਮੇਲ ਹੋਈ? ਉਹ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਲੱਭੂਗੀ? ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੋਕੋਲ ਐਡਰੈਸ ਤੋਂ. ਸਾਈਬਰ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਵਾਲੇ ਤੇ ਕਰ ਲੈਣਗੇ, ਉਹ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਐਕਸਪਰਟ. ਪਰ ਸਪੋਜ਼ ਕਰੋ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਦਾ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੋਕੋਲ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗਾ, ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਉਸੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਪੈਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਇਸ IP ਐਡਰੈਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਕਰੋ, ਮੇਰੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਰਡਰ ਦਿਓ. ਹੁਣ ਉਹ 11 12 13 ਨੰਬਰ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਡਿਜੀਟਲ ਨੰਬਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਬੜਾ ਔਖਾ, ਉਹ ਕੈਚੀ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ
ਸਰ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
IP ਐਡਰੈਸ ਤਾਂ ਸਰ ਜੋ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਹੀ ਔਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ, ਜੋ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਹੀ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਫਿਰ IP ਐਡਰੈਸ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਟ੍ਰੇਸ ਹੋਏਗਾ? ਨਹੀਂ,
ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਕੋਈ ਖੋਲੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਔਨ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਨਾ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ,
ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ.
ਜੀ ਸਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜਦੋਂ IP ਐਡਰੈਸ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਜੋ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ
ਹੁੰਦਾ, IP ਐਡਰੈਸ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ.
ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਣ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਸਰ?
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ IP ਐਡਰੈਸ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਰਹੇਗਾ. ਮੇਰੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ IP ਐਡਰੈਸ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੋਈ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਲਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਸ ਆਈਪੀ ਐਡਰੈਸ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਸੌਖਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਸੋ ਇਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਕੈਚੀ ਵਰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸੋ ਦੈਟ ਇਟ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਬਿਕਮ ਕੈਚੀ ਐਂਡ ਪੀਪਲ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਯੂਜ਼ ਇਟ। ਸੋ ਦੋ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਨੇ। ਤੀਸਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਸ ਲੈਕਚਰ 'ਚ ਇਹ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਇਹ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਇੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡ ਨੇਮ ਬਣ ਜਾਣਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡ ਨੇਮ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਡਮਾਰਕ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਡਮਾਰਕ ਦੇ ਵਰਡ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਬਿਕਮ ਯੂਰ ਵਰਚੁਅਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਟੀ ਵਿਚ ਇਜ਼ ਵਨ ਕਾਈਂਡ ਆਫ ਇੰਟੈਲੈਕਚੁਅਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਟੀ। ਪਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਕੋਈ ਸਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਲਾਅ ਹਾਲੇ ਤੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਿਆ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਕੋਰਟਸ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ they have treated it as a trademark and they are dealing it with the trademark act 1999। so ਦੋ ਆਪਸ਼ਨ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੀਆਂ। ਪਹਿਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਇਨਫ੍ਰਿੰਜਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਪਨਸੇਸ਼ਨ ਪਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੇ ਦੂਸਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਪਾਸਿੰਗ ਆਫ ਦੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਪਨਸੇਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਲੇਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਆਲ ਫॉर ਟੁਡੇ। ਟੁਮਾਰੋ ਅਗੇਨ ਵੀ ਵਿਲ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਇਸੇ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਥੋੜਾ ਹੋਰ ਡਿਟੇਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮਸ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ, ਕਿੰਨੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ, ਫॉर व्हाट पर्पस द डोमेन नेम्स आर यूज। ਕੁਝ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲਸ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਕੇਸਿਸ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਿਲ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨ ਔਨ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਨੇਮ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਡਿਸਪਿਊਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਸੋਲਵ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਕਲਾਸਿਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਐਡਵਾਈਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜੀ ਕਿ ਕਰੋਨਾ ਨੇ human life ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ threat ਦਿੱਤਾ, but by not attending the classes you are giving threat to your academic life also। so this is all for today। okay ਜੀ।